No sound. And now is it audible? Shruti, Shabaz. Yes. Okay. So good evening all. Welcome to session on how to crack SBI PO in 40 days prelim examination. Basically, we'll start off session in couple of minutes. So students are joining. Let them join. So hi Shruti. Good evening. Uh, Wait for a couple of minutes. People are joining. Let them join. So I'm audible and visible, right? Sir can't hear. Atira. Am I audible? All of you? Yes. Is the voice breaking? Shruti and Hardik? Prabhanjana, audible. No, our voice is not breaking. Okay. 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 No sound. Apurva, hi. No sound. So everything is fine now. So those who are having issue, just check your internet connection. Audible. Okay. Its voice is not breaking, right? Right. Okay. We'll start in couple of minutes. Another 2-3 minutes, we'll start up. Everything is fine. Apurva Prasad. Thank you, Apurva. It's audible. Okay, Prabhanjana. All right. The basic idea is about how to crack SBI PO prelim exam. Exactly, we have 40 days left. So, what's the plan of action? What you should do as a part of your preparation? All these things we'll discuss as a part of this session. Meanwhile, what broad idea I'll tell you is like maybe every 10 minutes I'll be looking at this particular chat box. So, if you have any queries, till that point of time, you can post those queries. I'll take up those queries, then I'll take up the next set of slides. Then I'll give a break for every 10 minutes. Then I'll check if I have any questions. Otherwise, we will go ahead. Okay. So today evening our session is how to crack SBI PO prelim exam in 40 days. Okay, let's see what we are going to cover as a part of these students. Now, all of you might have read the notification very carefully. I agree with that. We have also uploaded a video on our free YouTube channel also. But still, as some of you, those who missed out that video, have not read the notification details, I'll not spend much time. But very quickly, we look at important details about the notification. Then we look at selection process and exam pattern. Then we'll take up what are the important topics. Basically, what we try to do is I have put everything, collected the data in the form of a table where it will give you basically what is the range of topics, right? If you take a particular test area, what's the weightage of questions from each of those topics? Prelim exam, main exam. I have given a broad range instead of giving 17, 18, 19. Last 3-4 years, what are the number of questions that appeared from that particular topic, so that it will give you a broad idea like which is an important topic, which is not so important topic, and which topic is important for prelim exam, which topic is important for main exam, which is important for both prelim exam as well as main exam. Then each test area, particularly primarily I'm talking about your English, reasoning and quant, we will take up preparation tips and strategies. What order you need to solve, and within that particular section, because each section is separately timed, you can't do anything about timing, but definitely you can do about your order of solving the questions. Which questions to pick up in the when you begin that particular section, to start with what, after that what is the order to be followed, what is the thing that you need to take up towards the end of that particular section. The order is very important. This order we'll be discussing along with the preparation tips, right? Then what should one do as a part of your preparation, that we will discuss. Right. The most important thing is this. Generally, what happens is in movie, all important songs are important, which is the key point. We generally put towards the end. So I was a little selfish, so I put here 40-day preparation plan. In this 40-day, first 20 days, what you call the area by area, reasoning, quant, English, topic by topic. I have given what needs to be done first day, second day, third day. If you take that schedule and if you can follow, I am saying that is more than sufficient. I mean, it's not difficult to crack any bank exam, which may be ABPSPO or SBPO. So these 40 days, first 20 days, what you need to do, next 20 days, what you need to do. So I have just kept that towards the end, students. right? Let us start off this with important dates. All of you know that the one second. All of you know that the date to fee payment and application registration, you can see here 14th November already started and last date is 4th December. Now, please do not wait till 4th December. That is very, very important. Don't wait till 4th December. Last moment rush will be there. So please try to fill the application form well before the deadline of 4th December. Then prelim exam is on different days in different slots. To start with on 31st December 2020, 2nd January, 4th January, and 5th January. So I'm talking with respect to 31st January, you have exactly 40 days left. So what one should do in these 40 days, 40-day preparation plan will be taking up towards the end. Result will be declared in the third week of January and main exam is on 29th January. That means again, if you see from 31st December, 29th January, you have about 28 days left for your main examination, right? So 29th January is your main examination. So what you need to do in those 29 days also we will discuss. Maybe if you want, we can have a detailed session separately in other things, but here we will take it, right? Then interviews will be in the month of February and March. That is your phase 3, right, friends? Declaration of result will be in the March 2021. Number of vacancies, you see, total number of vacancies are 2000. And every year, if you observe last few years, last 4 years, 5 years, every year we have about 2000 vacancies released by State Bank of India. And category wise, we can see here general 810, EWS 200, OBC 540, ST 150, SC 300. Right? Check the phone. Sorry, sorry. Okay. So these are number of posts, right? Then number of chances. Yes, most of you have doubts here, sir. How many chances? When you look at this general category, we have about 4 chances. General EWS and PW categories have 7 chances. OBC, PW have 7 chances. Other categories there is no restriction. So when should we count this number of chances from which exam? That is clearly mentioned in the notification. Your prelim exam is not considered as a chance, right? Prelim exam is not considered as a chance. Only if you attempted main exam, that will be counted as a chance. From when? From 18th April 2010. So from exam 18th April 2010 onwards, these chances will be counted. That means if you see here, before 2015 again we have this 2-stage exam, prelim and main. Before that, we have single stage exam. So if you appeared 2010 to 2014, if you appeared any single stage SBI exam or associate banks of SBI exam, that will be counted as a chance. So candidates who appeared for the maximum number of chances are not eligible to apply. This is what I was talking about. 18th April 2010 onwards, at that time you have a single stage exam, so that will be counted as your chance, right? Then appearing prelim exam, it is not counted as chance. This is what I was talking about. There was only one single written examination that will be counted, 2010 to 2014, that will be counted. And if you attempted any main exam from 15 to 19, that should be counted as your chance. Okay. Let us look at eligibility. As on 1st April 2020, your age should be minimum 21 years and maximum 30 years. As on 31st December, you should be a graduate. No mention of any percentage. One important point is, as on 31st December, you should have your pass certificate. Final year graduation or final semester graduation students are also eligible. Right? This is an important thing. Those are in final year of your graduation or final semester of your graduation. That is why State Bank of India, as final years also appear, the competition will be deal the more, right? So it's not only for completion of graduation. Those who are in final year of graduation, provided that they should get their pass certificate by 31st December 2020, they are also eligible to apply, right? So those who are in final year, final semester of their graduation may also be eligible to apply. Integrated dual degree, those students also should have your certificate by 31st December 2020. Okay. Let us look at selection process and exam pattern. This is your phase 1 prelim exam. You have only objective type questions. Phase 2 main exam. You have objective plus descriptive. phase 3. Look at this. This is something which has been mentioned in your notification. Generally, phase 3 will be group exercise and interview. Interview will be for 30 marks. Group exercise will be for 20 marks. But because of this pandemic situation given here, there may be, he's not saying there will be only interview, there may be a chance of conducting only interview. In that case, all complete 50 marks will be for interview, right? Otherwise, it will be interview. Everything is settled down. Maybe I'm talking about February, March. Hopefully, God's grace, if everything is settled down, and you will have your regular interview for 30 marks and group exercise. Group exercise consists of your group task, group discussion. All together, it is known as group exercise for 20 marks. If not, the situation is not there, that kind of situation to have a gathering, because group tasks need people together. So if that kind of situation does not permit that kind of testing, then we will have only interviews or complete 50 marks for interviews in phase 3 students. And this is only qualifying in nature. For example, if you take a prelim exam, this is only qualifying in nature. That means marks obtained are not added in your final merit list. Your final merit list is prepared based on the marks obtained in your phase 2 and phase 3. So phase 2, you will have 250 marks, 200 marks for objective, 50 marks for descriptive. Finally, it will convert it to 75, and interview 50 marks will be conducted to 25. On a scale of 100, the merit list will be prepared. Okay, this is your prelim exam pattern. English, we have 30 questions, quantitative aptitude 35 questions, reasoning 35 questions. Total maximum marks are 100. Each section, if you can see here, separately timed 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. So what is important is 100 questions to be solved in 60 minutes. So your speed and accuracy both are important to crack your preliminary examination. Now, there are two important points as far as your prelim exam is considered. There is no section-wise time limit. There is no section-wise cutoff mark. Section-wise time limit is there. There is no sectional cutoff. Then what will happen here? No minimum cutoff mark in each test area. See here. Category-wise merit list will be prepared. Now we have seen that about 810 general category posts are there, right? 10 times the number of posts will be called for main examination. That means whatever will be the number of applicants, 8,100. Which 8,100? The top 8,100 will be called for your main examination. Approximately 10 times the number of vacancies for the particular category. Let's say there are 200 vacancies. 200 into 10 means 2,000. So whatever marks students have scored, as there is a section-wise time limit, section-wise cutoff. So they'll be sorted out in descending order. The top 8,000, depending on 10 times the number of vacancies, maybe top 2,000 or top 8,100, depending on vacancies, you will be called for your main examination. I'll see here, main examination, we have objective and descriptive. Let us discuss objective, then I'll take up descriptive little later. Your reasoning and computer aptitude together, 45 questions, 60 marks, 60 minutes. Each section is separately timed. General economy and banking awareness, 40 questions, 40 marks, and you have 35 minutes. One second. Do you have any questions? Parimala is saying, hello sir, long gap. I am seeing you, sir. Hope you are doing well. You're my favorite lecturer. Thank you, Parimala. Thank you so much. I've taken one session maybe some 15 days ago. I think we missed out meeting each other. And IBS RRB exam results will be declared. We have another phase, na, RRB exam. So after that, the result will be declared. Parimala. It's an issue with SBI PO site during application. I'm trying to apply since number 4. I'm unable to register. Anyone facing same issue? Okay, let me ask the people here. So what Shruti is saying is she is having a problem while applying since 14th number. What kind? I'm unable to register. Why unable to register? What message you are getting, Shruti? What's the message you are getting? Anybody have this kind of problem? If this is an universal problem, then we need to take it to the notice of State Bank of India. Others, did anybody try to apply? Parimala, Apurva Prasad, Apurvacha, Aviram. Aviram is saying, Aviram, did you register? Your registration is successful? You applied, Aviram. Okay, good. So then, what exactly is the issue, Shruti? You need to take a. I registered yesterday itself, Hardik Manik. Okay, Parimala is saying yes. So then I'm saying, Shruti, you need to see what exactly is going wrong. Maybe your internet connection is slow. Apurva Prasad will register today. Register early. Okay, you just check out your email ID and everything. Successfully registered. Okay, then your internet connection, Shruti. Page error. I sent a screenshot 2 times yesterday. Okay, you sent a screenshot, but I have not received that. Maybe they will forward it to me. Okay, let me see. When you send that, we will take it up separately. Geeta is saying she can apply from MP online once. Why sbi.co.in/careers you can try? Let me see. If you have sent to info@timefortification.com, definitely they'll forward to me. I'll just look at that. Sorry, Harika. Hi. Hi, Harika. Okay, let me go back to my session. I'll come back a little later, about 10 minutes later, then we'll see. Reasoning and computer aptitude, 45 questions, 60 marks, 60 minutes. General economy and banking, 40 questions, 40 marks, 35 minutes. English language, 35 questions, 40 marks, 40 minutes. Data analysis and interpretation, 35 questions, 60 marks, 45 minutes. 155 questions, 200 marks, 3 hours of time. There are two important things here. One, variable marking scheme. That means each question carries different marks. Few questions carry 1 mark, few carry 1.5 mark, few carry 2 marks. Right. Second, you observe here computer aptitude. Computer aptitude, particularly IBPS PO main and SBI PO main, combined with reasoning section. But 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 5 years, or just 6th year, there's no question on computer aptitude, but still we suggest you, in case tomorrow, because it's there in the syllabus, it's there in the section name, out of 45, you may expect about 5 questions. That is why read computer aptitude, but towards the end, because it is only a main exam. It is only a part of your main examination. But generally, last 5 years, RRB separate section you are getting, but IBPS PO main, SBI PO main, IBPS clerk main, SBI clerk main, reasoning and computer are clubbed together, but you don't have any computer aptitude questions, students. Okay. Okay. Right. Shruti, I'll give you in little while. Give me some time. Let me finish up this, then I'll take up. Okay. No minimum cutoff marks in each test area. Main exam also there is no section wise cutoff, right? Candidates approximately 3 times the number of vacancies will be shortlisted for phase 3. So 810 vacancies. So 3 times the number of vacancies. About 2,400 candidates will be called for general category. I'm talking about for your phase 3 interview and group exercise. Marks obtained only in the online main exam only be considered for shortlisting for interview and also for final merit listing, right? So your phase 1 marks are only qualifying in nature. As all of you know, there are negative marking for both online prelim exam and online main exam. 0.25 marks assigned to that question will be deducted. If a question is left blank, no answer is marked by the candidate. That means there is no negative marking for that. Descriptive writing, you have 30 minutes. A test immediately after your what you call the 3 hours of objective test. Immediately you'll have half an hour descriptive test. Total marks is 50 or 2 question types. Letter writing, you have to choose 1 letter from the given options and 1 is essay writing. You need to type the answers on the system. So it is not pen and paper test, it is a computer test. You are supposed to qualify in the descriptive test. You have got fantastic score in objective test, but you are not qualified in descriptive test. You will not be called for interview, my dear students. Please keep that point in mind. See, every time we keep on telling students, generally 40% is the qualifying mark. That is 20 marks in descriptive test. I know you take lot of time, lot of pain, you put lot of effort, and you try to get even single mark. Maybe the topics where you get 1 mark, 2 marks, you try to refresh, you try to revise, you don't want to miss those marks. But when it comes to descriptive writing, most of them, because it is mostly letter writing, essay writing, most of you think that is not that important. But if you're not qualified here, you will not be called even though you are a topper in the objective test. Please keep that point in mind. Descriptive test of those students who qualified in the objective test, that is your main examination, will be evaluated. Not everyone descriptive writing will be evaluated. So the top 3 times the vacancies, only those students descriptive test will be evaluated. But you have to qualify in your descriptive test as well. Okay, let us take up topic wise breakup and preparation strategy. Just look at this. If you want, you can take a screenshot. I don't have any objection. SBI PO prelim and main exam reasoning. These are the topics. Just take a screenshot and just look at the topics. Just look at the topics. We will discuss. Acha, you send a mail to this info, this head office, Nasruti. You send a mail here, info at timeforeducation. Info at timeforeducation. Info at timeforeducation. They'll forward it to us. This is my email ID. HIDAYATHULLLAH. Time for education. You can send it to info also. They will forward it to me or directly you can send it to me. Let me see what is the error. Prelim structure also. What prelim structure, Monica? You joined late, Monica. Prelim, you have 3 sections, Monica. English, 30 questions. Reasoning, 35 questions. Quant, 35 questions. Total 100 questions, 60 minutes of time. Revised salary is there, Monica. You can check the bank website. They have, because of this bank pay commission, they have revised the salaries of T1 plus. It all depends. Tier A city, Tier B city, Tier C city. If you get a posting in Mumbai, your CTC will be close to 13-14 lakhs. As SBA and follow particular pattern for letter and essay writing. The particular pattern is like letter writing. Apurva Prasad, you have both formal letter writing and informal letter writing. That means write a letter to a newspaper editor or write a letter to the commissioner of municipal corporation. That's all like formal type. Write a letter to your boss asking for leave. Informal is write a letter to your family members, write a letter to your brother, how you celebrated your Diwali at your hostel, this kind of informal letters. So you can choose any one of them. And when it comes to essay writing, most of the time the topics are based on economy and banking. So regular reading of newspapers definitely will help you to get that points, idea generation techniques to write. I mean, apply for it until the end of December. Oh, Gaurav, your query is not clear. What is TY? Third year. Okay. But how many years graduate you are? Which graduation, if you can tell me, then I'll be able to tell you. Shruti, can you explain the topics a little? We'll discuss about in detail. Essay writing, Alka Murali is about 150 words. Essay writing. Word limit is 150 words. Kripa is saying, I am having one more exam for my graduation. To the pandemic condition, I'm not sure that I could graduate by December, whether I'm eligible to apply or not. So, see, the point is like you have to get that pass certificate by December 31st, right? So, otherwise, you're not eligible. Third year, become right. May apply for it. Yes, if you're in third final year, you can apply. Certificate will be given in Jan, February. I agree, Gaurav, but if you observe, if you read the notification, it was clearly mentioned that when that result declaration date, you have to get a letter saying that I am passed out by December 2021 from your college principal. I think that should take care. Geeta, when this notification has come, SBI apprentice. Mhm. I didn't go through then. I have missed out. Let me check. Raghavendra saying, Yadav, yeah, it is same paper pattern as IBPS PO. Monica, your query is not clear. I don't have OD. What do you mean by OD? Please don't write short forms. No, I have graduated long back. I can't. Which which one you're talking about? Original degree. Okay. Provisional is in. Acha, acha, acha. Okay, I got it. Okay, OD is original degree. Provisional is more than sufficient, Monica. That's all. Okay, Geeta, let me check that. After that, I may maybe that info or you send me mail to this. I'll just check and let you. I'll clarify your query. Okay, Monica. Thank you. Let us move forward. So all of you have gone through this particular breakup here. I'll classify this as something like this, right? Just here. Puzzles important for both prelim exam as well as your main exam. Today's session, your focus will be on prelim exam only. It is important for both prelim and main. If you observe here, blood relation, direction sense, symbols notations, this is important for only prelim exam. If you observe these topics, blood relations, direction sense, symbols notation, these are important for only prelim exam. You can see here 024 means maybe in the last 3-4 years, maybe once there were questions in your main exam also, but regularly not a feature. Blood relation, direction sense, symbol notation, generally prelim exam topics. Puzzles, both prelim and main exam. Coding, decoding, both prelim and main exam. As far as your SBI is considered, deductions or syllogisms only prelim exam. Input output, data sufficiency, critical reasoning, these two are generally main exam topics. Input output is both prelim exam and main exam. Right, students? Now, let us summarize this. This is what we have discussed, so that you'll have clarity like what will be asked in your prelim exam. If you see here, what is important for both prelim and main? Puzzles, coding, decoding, input output generally appear in both prelim exam as well as your main exam. What is important for only prelim? Symbols and notation, that is your inequalities, blood relations, direction sense, and your syllogisms, reduction. As far as your SBI is considered, reductions are asked generally only in a prelim exam. In last 3-4 years, there were no questions in your reductions in your main exam. Only main, generally you take data sufficiency, critical reasoning, decision making. What do you mean by critical reasoning? Critical reasoning is like your questions based on assumptions, conclusions, strong and weak arguments, probably true or false. Generally, these are part of your main examination. Generally not asked in your prelim exam, particularly data sufficiency, critical reasoning. Data sufficiency, maybe prelim exam will be conducted on 2nd, 4th, 5th, 31st. So you have total 16 slots. Maybe in one slot, you might expect data sufficiency questions as far as your prelim exam is considered. But main exam, definitely you will have questions on these topics, right? So this is a summary of that particular breakup. If you can remember this much. So, sir, what are my scoring areas? What are the things I need to focus? If you look at prelim exam, 5 questions symbol notation, 5 blood relation, 5 direction sense, 5 syllogism. Then you'll have 5 coding, decoding, input, output, puzzles. These are the topics which you should look at. Then I'll tell you the order also. Last, we will take up the order also at the end. You just look at this order. You can take a screenshot. You need to follow this particular order. Now start with analytical reasoning. That is your coding, decoding, direction sense, blood relation questions. Then do your symbols notations questions. Then your input output questions, then your deductions questions. Generally deductions questions these days, if you can see, you are maybe every exam, if you take this prelim exam that was held IBPS PO prelim, or you take your IBPS prelim, even RRBs, deductions questions, there were maybe out of 5 questions, there were 3 questions where there were questions on only a few. And there were 2 questions where not a possibility conclusions were given. So these are generally, I'm not saying difficult, but slightly time consuming. Some SRBs, only some SRBs, some SRBs, only a few SRBs. You need to be little careful. Generally thing is that there is a slight difference there. You have to understand that concept. So sometimes what happens is because of that anxiety and pressure in the exam, you might make a mistake. That's why I'm saying first we will try to get as many marks as possible from the easy topics. So what are my easy topics? Blood relation, coding, decoding, direction sense, symbol notation, input, output. No tension. If you have followed the classes, if you have attended the regularly, if you have practiced from your study material mock test, I'm saying these 4-5 are scoring areas. You cannot afford to lose even a single mark from this area. See, the point is puzzles. See, you solve 100 different types of puzzles. Always there's a scope of getting a new puzzle, a new arrangement. It may be linear or circular or anything else. So students, first you need to maximize your score. You need to be on safe side. You have to get more marks. So these are the topics where you, particularly prelim exam, you don't have any new kind of new model asked in this area. So coding, direction, blood, symbols, input, output, deductions, you practice almost all models. Once you practice, I'm saying try to score as many marks as possible. 20 out of 20 also should be possible, because these particularly reasoning, I can show you students who are getting full marks, 10% marks. That is not possible in your English, because English we know also quantitative aptitude, because of what you call calculations involved, we cannot do all this. But this particular area, scoring area, these particular topics, you cannot afford to lose marks. Then in the order you can see puzzles, then data sufficiency and critical reasoning. This order I have given keeping in mind your main exam also. When you look at prelim exam, maybe it will stop somewhere here in puzzles. You don't have doubt questions on data sufficiency and critical reasoning. राघवेंद्र, आई एम रिसेंट ज्वाइंट क्लासेस फॉर 40 days में हो पाएगा क्या? हो पाएगा, 100% हो पाएगा, उसमें डाउट ही नहीं है. फर्स्ट यू हैव टू बिलीव योरसेल्फ राघवेंद्र, हो पाएगा 100%, हो जाएगा. मैं बताऊंगा, प्लान भी बताऊंगा, आपको सिर्फ कोशिश करनी है. यू हैव टू सी द पॉइंट इज लाइक यू हैव टू बी डेडिकेटेड एंड यू हैव टू टेक आउट टाइम एंड यू हैव टू बी सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड, बिकॉज बाहर भी अच्छा नहीं है, आपको थोड़ा मोटिवेशन रखना चाहिए. डेफिनेटली आई एम सेइंग यू कैन डू वंडर्स. 1 second. Can you please tell me the preparation tips and strategy for IBPS prelim exam will be conducting in December? Most of the tips we are going to discuss, Parimala, here will also be which holds good for your IBPS clerk also. Can you please show the previous slides again? Previous slide. Tirmal Shetty Sweta, which slide, ma? Which slide? This one? Parimala, IBPS clerk, right now I can't have that breakup here, but it will be similar to, you can look at, Shruti is saying Raghavendra ho jayega. Right, good. Parimala, what I'm trying to tell you is, IBPS clerk, you can look at the breakup on your on our website, Parimala. There you can see what question types are generally asked, but more or less it will be same only, right? We need your support. हाँ, हमारा support तो कभी भी है, मोनिका. We are always there for you. Whatever you want, we will do. Having no earlier preparation, Dhruvraj Singh Rathod, starting from yesterday itself. Good. Seriously, I am saying Dhruvraj, good. If you don't have any earlier preparation, I am saying good. क्या होगा ना? You ask these guys who are writing exams from last 2-3 years, sir, main में ये model आएगा, prelim में ये model है, last में ये है वो है. You will not have all this confusion. You are afresh, directly start. ये आएगा, मैं plan दूंगा, वो पढ़िए, आप crack कर पाओगे. No need to worry. When will IBPS PO prelim results will be declared? You have second round, Shruti. After that, we'll have this IBPS PO. Share this PDF so it will be helpful for preparation. I will upload this presentation in our on our YouTube channel, Abhiram. Strategy plan for IBPS PO also remaining days, Geeta. Huh. So see, the point is like if I'm giving you this SBI PO plan, it will work out for your IBPS PO also. The plan is not for 40 days. The plan is only for 20 days. 20 दिन का plan है. बाकी का 20 दिन क्या है? I'll tell you what needs to be done. Only 20 days you'll cover all your prelim syllabus. This prelim syllabus coverage is helpful for your IBPS PO, SBI PO, IBPS का सारे prelim exams को काम में आएगा. Okay? Atira, हाँ, definitely I am saying there's a very fair chance that you can crack. Monica, as to start, and see all of you, I'm giving you plan from tomorrow onwards. You start from tomorrow. Today, chill, enjoy, have a session, take up the ask your queries. I'll answer most of your almost all the queries you're asking. I'll try to answer. Then from tomorrow onwards, you can start your preparation. Don't need to worry. 1 second, let me check. I am good at reasoning, but I am not good at English. Can I crack the exam? You have to prepare more of English, Chandrakant Sarikonda. You have to prepare English more, right? You have to focus more on English. That's all. Your weak areas, you need to convert those weak areas into strong areas. Many puzzles, but I can understand the questions are solved due to its complication. Can you please help me in puzzles to crack over? And I also starting the coaching. Okay, Abhishek, you do one thing. No, we have. Hope all of you noted down the email IDs also. We have uploaded a session tips to crack puzzles, right? That session is taken by the HOD of reasoning department. He prepares bank exam. He has clear understanding of question types. He has given you the order, the clues, how to follow the clues, order by order. See, the point is if you read the clues in order, you will be able to crack the puzzles. Watch the session on our YouTube channel completely. Still, if you have doubts, then you please send us a mail. I'll get your query clarified, Abhishek. What's the name of YouTube channel? Okay. Time for bank exams. Time, there is no space. Time for bank exams. Subscribe to this. Yes. Ashley will upload on YouTube. That does not mean that you miss out this session because live is always live. Ashley. Is course completion certificate enough or provisional? Course completion certificate should be fine, obviously. You can get for provisional, nothing like it. Otherwise, you have to get a letter or course completion certificate. I'm doing MBA. Can I prepare for banking along with my PG? How can I manage this? How to crank banking? The point is the major issue is with people who are in final year and who are working. You need to strike a balance between your studies as well as your SBI PO preparation. I agree that you cannot take out so many hours, whichever plan I am giving here. The plan consists of daily at least 6 hours of time is required from your side to invest. I am saying those who are in final year cannot afford to have that amount of time, or those who are working. I am saying maybe little hard work. You have to take out some time, maybe cut down time where other activities you have to list down what you are doing. You have 24 hours of time. Whatever time you are not able to spend, maybe on Saturday, Sunday, you need to dedicate that extra time on Saturday weekends, so they will be able to cover up the whatever is left out from Monday to Friday. Okay, Anjali, from where to prepare? Because I have joined any class for those. Gaurav, I dunga plan dunga. I'll give you the plan. If I move forward, I'll give you the plan, right? Another question, I don't have study materials. What can I do? Okay, I'll give you reference books also. You don't worry. Okay, Abhishek, how to manage the time while solving? I'll discuss that. I'll discuss that. Suraj, banking sector English speaking is most important, yes or not? Because I understand bottom. I'm not talk. Raghavendra, जरूरत ही नहीं है English. See, the point is like you should know basic. You should know basic. The point is like you are not a communication training, right? You are not going for a communication training institute. You are going to do your bank job. Now you tell me you have to interact with the customer. Customer will talk in which language? If you join as a probationary officer, India में पूरे में चलेगा हिंदी. Anywhere. If you are joined in southern states, if you look at clerical exam, you write from your own state, right? Where your mother tongue will be the language. So don't worry about that. Don't worry. Time for bank exams, correct? Time for bank exams. Aditya Venkatesh, correct. Working professionals, I seriously pity you guys. I know you are facing a tough times, right? Maybe now it has become work from home, but I know work from home is almost 12 to 12 hours at least for everyone. They're taking, anyways, you're not coming to office, your project, your deadlines, this, that, they're taking out a lot of work. Almost all companies are like that, don't worry. So it's tough time, but I'm saying at least daily 2 hours to 3 hours if you can spare. Rest of the time on Saturday, Sunday, without wasting on news or any what you call reality shows. If you can spend time on Saturday, Sunday, plus every day about 2 to 3 hours, that should take care of your problem, Prapanchana. How much time should be dedicated? It depends on whether you are final year, working, all those. This I am a CS student and there is a BCom exam too, and I'm willing to crack this. But how can I prepare? Because I haven't joined. अभी भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हो अगर आपको क्लासेस चाहिए तो वी हैव दिस 30 day 3 month program 6 month program 9 month program you can join otherwise I'll tell you the order and books also you can look at for BE students is it useful Aviram your question is not clear don't have any study material uh, I'll tell you what needs to be done those who don't have study material me and others are asking you this question please continue the session queries will ask later at the end of the session okay that is correct I'm not answering any more queries I'm going there AP. Could I write my exam in AP? Will I apply for post in Telangana? Yes, Monica, correct. You can do that. Prime Institute material sufficient to crack the exam. Rakesh Singh is asking this question. Correct. It is more than sufficient. See, the point is like it's like people who deliver the seminar and people who prepare the material, two different things here. But I personally supervise the entire material. Mark my word. We have taken enough care to include almost all new models in our material. Our mock test, our material, our sectional tests are up to date. See, after our final approval, then only material will be sent to students. I have taken utmost care. Almost it is it is almost replica students, so you need not worry about it. I will discuss Akshay. Let us move ahead. So this is the order you need to follow for your reasoning section, right? Strategy and tips for reasoning students. Okay, before this, let me take up one more slide here. Let me give some time. Just the point is, if you take any topic, 80% of I'm talking about topic, 80% of the topic, 70 to 80%. student will be good at. Only 20 to 30% of the topic the students are not good at. That means if you take a test area or if you take it with a topic also, this is the major issue, right? Now, students come back and say, sir, if you take your quant, for example, you have equations, ratio, proportion, variation, percentages, profit, loss, time and work, time and distance, geometry, mensuration, etc. Now, it depends on student to student. Some students have problem with, sir, मुझे time and distance probability में problem है. Other student will say, sir, I am not comfortable with geometry and mensuration. Some students will say, sir, I am not comfortable with percentages, profit loss, simple test. It all depends on individual strengths and weaknesses. I tell you only one thing. If you come back and tell me that, sir, I am not good at time and distance, I'll give you one exercise. I'll ask you, please do that exercise and come back. Because when you look at your time and distance also, making a blank statement like, sir, मुझे time and distance आती नहीं है, मुझे time probability आता नहीं है, मुझे simple interest computers is not my cup of tea, my area of comfort. I'm saying don't make that blank bold statement. I ask my students, please do an exercise and come back. Now what we do is, let us take your time and distance topic. I ask my students to take out your basics notes, whatever basic notes you have prepared or you attended. You take out your basics notes, then you take out your handouts. You have discussed the basics class and exercise class with the help of handouts, right? So take out your handouts, solve those basic handout questions, exercise handout questions. Then take out your study material booklet. In study material booklet, you will have questions based on that particular topic, time and distance. That means you need to spend about 6 hours of time to 8 hours of time only on time and distance. Maybe 3 to 4 hours today, 3 to 4 hours tomorrow, or it's not possible, about 2 hours today, 2 hours tomorrow, like that. 4 hours, 4 days, you have to finish up your time and distance. Then you have to see how much you understood. Take out your online sectional test. That is a topic wise test, 20 questions. Write those online sectional tests based on time and distance. Depending on the score, you will understand how many marks, how much concept you understood. Then take out your mock test. Each mock test, there will be at least 1-2 questions on time and distance. Solve those mock test questions. Then take out your what you call previous year papers. Those who want material, just look at this. Previous year papers. So when I'm saying previous year papers, you can refer Kiran publication papers. Previous year papers, you can refer Kiran publication. Now, the papers, when I'm saying previous year papers, they are not model papers. Please, no, not model papers. The papers which say based on memory. Papers which say based on memory. That means nobody should say this an original actual paper. Your copyright issue will be there. So the people will say, depending on students' memory, they will replicate the question. They will say SBI PO prelim exam held on so and so date in 2019. Within brackets will be written as based on memory. If it's based on memory, then it's an original paper. Take out previous year papers, at least last 3 years. Last 3 years. 2017, 2018, 2019. Take out prelim May of these exams. IBPS PO, IBPS clerk, RR, SBI PO, SBI clerk, RRBs, Gramina Bank PO, Gramina Bank clerk. These 6 exams. So you will have 6 3s, 18 papers. Take out these 18 papers, select those time and distance questions and so on. Now, why I'm giving you this example is, I'll give 4 days of time to the student. I'll ask them to do this. Anybody who's having this problem, do this exercise, come back to me. Then we will talk. Till then, I will not talk to you. Now, once you do this exercise and come back, you will change your state. The student who was saying earlier, sir, I am not good at time and distance, मुझे आ रहा ही नहीं. That student will say, sir, I am not good at average speed questions. Sir, I am not good at questions based on trains. I am not good at questions based on linear races. That means, students, you have to understand this. When you take a particular topic also, if you look at time and distance, for example, there are general questions on time and distance. There are questions on average speed. There are questions on relative speed. There are questions based on trains, questions based on what you call boats and streams, your linear races, circular races. Now, once you do this exercise, what will happen is, you will identify your weak areas and you will identify your strong areas. The areas which are strong, let's say you're good at solving trains questions, you're good at solving relative speed. Today you're good, tomorrow you'll be good, and exam also you'll be good. Don't worry. But weak areas, let us say the questions which are not able to solve, if you can classify them, they can get classified in only 2 or 3 areas. Maybe, sir, I'm not good at solving boats and streams questions. I'm not good at solving linear races questions. Right? I'm not good at solving circular races. That means, students, your basic concept in this particular subtopic is not clear. That means you don't waste your time solving the other areas. You try to focus on these areas, meet some faculty member, get the concept clear, practice more number of questions based on these three subtopics. That is what I'm trying to say. The problem is the students love to solve the 70 to 80%. They don't want to focus on these 20 to 30%. That is the problem, right? Because in your examination, let us say you are good at percentages, profit and loss. Because my student is good at percentages, profit and loss, the examiner will not give you all 10 individual questions or 15 individual questions from PPL, percentages, profit loss, and simple interest computers, right? It will be a combination of all the topics. That means if you want to improvise your score, if you want to improve your marks in the exam, the most important point is the weak areas, the areas which are not good at, you need to improvise your weak areas. You need to score marks in those areas. Then only your overall score will increase. Because you are good at input output, you are good at coding decoding. You will not get the entire paper on input output and coding decoding, right? You are not good at blood relation. You are not good at deductions. You are not good at puzzles. You need to solve those areas also. That means your strong areas are always your strong areas. You can score there, but weak areas, whatever weak areas in topic, I'm talking about test area wise. You take your reasoning, you take your English, you take your quantitative aptitude. Those weak areas you need to work out in these 40 areas. You need to improvise on your weak areas. Then your overall score will maximize. Keep that point in mind. That is very, very important. Until the point is like I love solving questions on time and distance because I'm good at time and distance. I solve only time and distance. It will not help. I'm not good at geometry mensuration. Let's say I'm not good at probability. Point is, if you want to score marks, improvise your score, you need to improve your concepts in geometry mensuration and your basic fundamentals in probability. Then only your overall score will increase. Keep this point in mind. Let us say you take your deductions topic. What will happen in deductions? You're not good at deductions. What should you do? You take out your classroom handout, your what you call basics notes, study material, sectional test, mock test, previous year paper, solve, spend 8 hours on deductions and solve. Because see, the point is students will have about 20-30%. That means if you take 10 topics, you will have problem with only 3 topics. Remaining 7 topics you will be good at. I am saying you solve only those 6-7, leave those 6-7, solve these 3 topics. Those 6-7, yes, you have to revise, that is there, but these 3 topics you have to improvise your score. Deductions, do this exercise, then you will come to know where exactly you are going wrong. Is it a problem in understanding drawing the Venn diagram, or you're able to solve 3 statement questions, 3 conclusion questions, or is the problem in understanding the conclusion? You're not able to solve not a possibility conclusion, only a few. Those things, reverse these things, you'll be able to identify if you do this exercise. Similarly, you take your pie chart. You're not good at pie charts. Take out all pie charts. You'll get about 50 sets. Solve 20 sets of pie chart questions. Single pie chart, double pie chart, triple pie chart. Degree to percentage conversion, percentage to degree conversion. Total value is given, total value is not given. Sometimes we'll take the basis and solve. If you can get exposure to various types of questions, I'm saying you should be able to score more. Similarly, linear arrangement. If you see the puzzles also, sir, I'm not able to solve distribution questions. So what you need to do, take out distribution. Take out distribution from all this material, solve distribution questions. That is how you will convert your weak area into a strong area. Okay. Let us move ahead. Okay. Don't start with critical reasoning questions. Critical reasoning questions should be taken up towards the end. Always set-based questions where you'll get scoring marks should be done in your first round, students. Critical reasoning, sometimes more, sometimes less, but generally you'll get critical reasoning questions in your main exam. Puzzles is becoming more and more important. Almost about 50-60% of the questions are based on puzzles, students. These are important topics in critical reasoning. Just look at this. Assumptions. It is like basics of critical reasoning. It will give you a broad understanding about what is an assumption about, what do you mean by conclusion, what do you mean by inferences, what are strong arguments, what are weak arguments, courses of action, all those things will be discussed there. So assumptions is like basics of critical reasoning. One, critical reasoning, you should be good at your logical skill as well as your English grammar. Then only you'll be able to solve critical reasoning questions. So you have to be careful. Critical reasoning options will be very, very close, students. That's why generally asked only in the main examination. So I told you preparation tips and strategy, and these are some of the tips for reasoning ability. Okay. Some of the hands have been raised. Let me see what the questions. Can you get additional test series at Time Institute for preparation? See, it all depends on batch code and ID card number. If you can send me, then we will see that thing. Oh, okay. Let me take a. Time institute material sufficient. Okay. How to prepare for general awareness? I'll take up Akshay little later. Just see that. How to speed up solving questions in Quant? You have to practice, Navya. Quant is like you have to write. The point is like solving. Learning is one thing. That's what we have discussed in our learning. Second thing is improving your speed. How to improve your speed? You need to practice. Where to practice? Write mock test. Practice mock test as well as your all India mock test. You have to write that. Thereby, you can actually adjust to that particular time limit. Can we only focus for prelim exam? नहीं अभी के लिए सूरज will focus on prelim exam because exam is in 40 days. But whatever concepts you are learning, main exam में क्या होगा? What is the difference between prelim and main exam? The level of difficulty is little higher. Main exam syllabus is not different. The same concept linear में आप जो सीख रहे हैं, whatever you are learning in your linear arrangement, circular arrangement, or your quant, the same concept will be tested in your main exam, but at a different level, slightly difficult than your prelim exam. So that 1 month, I am saying, if you learn whatever you are learning now, will help you for both prelim and main. So let us focus only on prelim mock test, solving prelim model questions. Then next 1 month left over from 31st December onwards. So 1 month or 28 days left. Those 28 days, you write daily one main mock test. Areas will remain same. Learning will happen in these 20 days itself. No, now Shruti has got 5 material from Times. You'll get online material, Shruti. Let me take up your question a little later. Is it online material? Answer that question. Span of 20 days, how many mock tests should be solved? Daily one. Daily one, first 20 days you'll prepare, last 20 days you'll write daily one mock test, Aditya. Where do I get the time study material? Topic wise, hard copy, not ebooks. Hard copy as of now we are not sending. Maybe very soon we will start Alka because this pandemic situation we are giving only ebooks because of that pandemic situation. Right? Your audio is breaking. Audio breaking? No. Shruti, check your internet connection. I joined on September 21. Will all the topics be covered prior to SBI PO? All Akshay, all topics for SBI PO prelim exam will be covered. Main exam maybe few topics left that we will cover later, but prelim exam all topics will be covered. I lost my books in hostel due to Corona. I don't have source to prepare. Monica, you're from which time, which place? Learning, practicing to improve speed. 30 sufficient. More than sufficient. Dhruvraj. No books, hard copy. Acha, no e-books you're getting, you got hard copy. That is more than sufficient. IBPS PO exam भी जान में है ना? This will राघवेंद्र how जान में है ये preparation उसमें काम में आएगा. Monica, you want hard copy? Which time institute, Monica? Time which center? First week में है राघवेंद्र. This preparation what I am going to discuss will help you there. Kamalapuram AP. Kamalapuram AP means where did you take coaching, Monica? You're taking coaching at time Hyderabad, Amirpet. You lost all the you forgot in the hostel. Let me see if you come to Hyderabad, you just before coming to Hyderabad, you send me a mail. We'll see what best can be done. Okay, let me see. Okay. Now, logical reasoning ability section, you very good logical skills are required. This is preparation I'm talking about. Requires understanding and implementing the instructions meticulously. Whatever instructions that are given, you have to read those instructions. You have to understand those instructions clearly. Okay. Puzzles. This is important. 50 to 60% of the questions are based on analytical puzzles. Your linear, circular, distributions, etc. Right? You should need logical analysis of the given clues. Most of the puzzles I am saying you, if you follow the order of the clues given, maybe one odd puzzle where you need to go back and come back and you'll get two scenarios, you have to come back and one scenario will get ruled out. But most of the puzzles, if you go in order, that order will take care of your for solving puzzles. You need not the clues, whatever are given below the puzzle, if you can follow, if you can understand those in order, I am saying that will take care of your analytical puzzles. Practicing different types of puzzle. This is what I was talking about. Maybe you take your preparation material, time material, or you are not a time student. Preparation is important. Focus is important. Last 3 years, material you have to take, and you have to solve different types of puzzles. Linear arrangement you take. What will happen? There are several models in linear arrangement, right? What happens in linear arrangement? All people facing north, all people facing south. Uncertain number of persons. Certain number of persons will not be given. Number of people we don't know, right? Some facing north, some facing south. Then linear will be combined with QBR. So maybe quant based reasoning you call about, right? So linear, different scenarios are there. You need to study, you need to solve all those scenarios, all those types of puzzles. Coding, decoding, input, output. So what is important is identifying the logics which are not explicitly mentioned in the question. Whatever is given, the logic given directly from input, output, step 1 to step 2, coding, decoding, coding to decoding, those which are given there can understand. But the logic which is in what you called not explicitly stated, which is hidden, you have to identify those logic that will help you to solve the questions much easily, right? So you have to get an exposure to different types of logic. Input, output also, you have different types of models, right? Arranging prime numbers, even numbers, within a number, first odd numbers, next even. I'm saying the point is, sir, how will we get ideas is you need to get that exposure. So all previous year models you have included in your material. If you can go through all those models, maybe I'm talking about models means your study material booklets, practice mock tests, Excel tests, all put together. If you can go through those models, that will take care of your preparation, right? So the thing is that you should have an idea. Okay, this question can be asked this way also. That's a series of 8-digit numbers is given. In these 8-digit numbers, what happened? First, in one of the steps, he has arranged first even numbers. Then in the next step, you have arranged ascending order odd numbers. Sometimes he is arranging prime numbers. Sometimes he is arranging couple. You have to get that exposure. Okay, this was asked last year. That will be there in your mind. That will help you to think what question the examiner can give you in the exam. So you have to get that exposure to different types of logic. So direction sense and blood relations, you should understand, have clarity about facing north, facing south, northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest, traveling towards east, out. That's basic fundamental. And blood relations, that your family relationship. So your uncle, your aunt, your grandfather, grandmother, that tree, blood relations tree, if you have an idea, then that will help you to score marks in your direction sense and family relations. Symbol notations is a very easy topic to understand and solve. You cannot afford to lose marks here. This is a scoring area. We have uploaded a video on our YouTube channel saying that how to get 5 marks, symbol notation, 5 questions, you will get 5 out of 5 in 2 minutes. How to get those in 2 minutes, those logics we have uploaded on our YouTube channel. Please do watch. If you're watching our class, anyways, we are discussing that in our free mock test, we are doing that. But those who are not watch that video, 5 questions in 2 minutes, please watch that video. Then one more point, students, we are doing this free all India mock test. For SBI also we are doing in December. Those who are not registered, register for free all India. I'm not talking about time students, non-time students. And we are uploading these mock discussions on YouTube channel also. We do a mock discussion, we'll upload on YouTube channel. You have to watch those discussions also. So whatever I'm telling you is not theory. Whatever we do there is practical. There, maybe some of you are asking, sir, you're going fast. I'm saying, yes, I intentionally discussing questions at a faster pace because I want tomorrow when you're writing the exam, you need to get the speed, then only you'll be able to solve those questions in 20 minutes. That is why while we are implementing, we are going fast in discussions also. So free all India mock test, you have to register and you can write this SBI PO, Prelim and IBPS main, SBI main. We are doing this free mock test. You please continue that, right? So critical reasoning, as I told you earlier, requires strong logical and language skills. Answer choices are very close, so you should have strong logical skills and English grammar skills to answer this question. Particularly, options will be very, very close. Here also, you should have an exposure to solve the logical thinking is required. So you should solve more number of questions to understand the other's point of view, right? So these are new question types. You can take a screenshot, students, of SBI PO 18 and 19, prelim and main together. New question. See, the point is new question type is the first time which was asked in SBI 18 and 19. Here, 2 lanes, quant-based reasoning. 12 houses are there, 6 houses in each line. Length of each door is given. This is what I was talking about, quant-based reasoning. This door is for this meter, this many meter long, this is this many meter width. Using the QBR, 2 lanes, 12 houses were given. Circle, square, here, pentagon. This was asked in 2019. Circle plus square plus pentagon. Direction sense with symbols in 3 different directions. Input, output, mathematical operations were given. Coding, decoding with fill in the blank questions were given. Data sufficiency, 5 statements. It was already before it was asked much before in SBI PO 19. It was there in our material, right? Then 5 cross 3 matrix coding is given in SBI PO 18. Circular 8% plus distribution plus multiples of 7. Quant based is also included here. 3 buildings and certain floors. Data redundancy. Which statement is not required to answer the question? So these are the new models in your reasoning section. All right. So if you're taking the screenshot, we'll move ahead. Some of you are raising the hands. Okay. Just look at quant and DIE breakup. Then we'll go there. unable to come now. So when you come, then we'll see Monica. Right now, it's difficult. Test series are how to get more test. Geeta, your query is not clear. Can I get this webinar from first because I have joined lately? Apurva Bhatt. We'll upload this on Time for Bank Exam channel. You can watch on YouTube. I'm zoology graduate, so is there any difficulty to crack SBI PO exam? Zoology, engineering, BCom, BSc, BJC, these that nothing to do with your bank exam. Your quant, particularly I'm no, I understood, non-math students. Your mathematics is only of 10th class level. You don't worry about that, right? Don't worry about your mathematical skills. The point is, Megha was asking this question. The point is, see, you meet some MPC student, intermediate MPC, and those who have done engineering. They have read the different types of pair of straight lines, circle, ellipse, hyperbola, parabola, right? They have done what you call the vector algebra, then differentiation, integration. None of the competitive exams, it may be for MBA entrances or you take your bank government jobs, have those kind of mathematics included. Your math is only commercial mathematics, arithmetic from your school level. 8th class, 9th class, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. If you're clear with this 4 years basic fundamentals, that will take care of your mathematics. It is only of 10th class level. Geeta, where to register for free mock test? You can register on our time website. You go to timeforeducation.com/bank exams. Timeforeducation.com/bank exams. There you can register. I have uploaded a video explaining what are these free all India mock tests. You can watch that video also on YouTube. So we have created different playlists. If you can see, if you are already subscribed to Time for Bank Exams YouTube channel, mock discussions and exam analysis, what you call like that, we have classified different videos. If you can, it will be easy for you to search if you look at playlist. Similar set is previous slide again. Which slide? This one or this one? Which one? This one? Mocks provided by Time to us is completed. How many mocks you got, Geeta? You've taken all the maths? You've taken all the mocks? Next slide. Okay. Geeta, did you complete taking all the mocks? Done? Sweta Chandrakant? Other mocks will be there, na Geeta. You take those mock tests. No? Other areas, SBI clerk will be there. We are uploading SBI PO. Those mocks you take up. Okay. You look at Quant, you will take up this. Raise your hands. Maybe a little later we'll come back. Okay. Now, see here, quantitative aptitude, because what is the most important thing is your preparation, right? 40-day plan that I need to show you. So quantity comparison generally asked in prelim, simplification approximation generally in prelim, not asked in a main examination. Series generally important for both prelim and main, SBI PO. Individual questions, data interpretation. Generally these two are prelim as well as main. These two are only prelim. And data sufficiency, data comparison are generally asked in your main examination, right? Now, you can see at 025, 025 here, the reason for writing 025 is out of 16 slots, there may be one slot where you can get data sufficiency question. There may be one other slot where you can get data comparison questions, right? So let us look at the summary. Series data interpretation, arithmetic topics, CRPV, PPL, time and work, time and distance geometry, important for both prelim and main. Important for prelim only, simplification, approximation, quadratic comparisons. Important for main only, data sufficiency, data comparison, quant based here. These are generally asked in your only main examination. Okay. Shall I move ahead? Next slide. Right. You take a screenshot of this slide. The order to solve. This is important. Look at this, then I'll discuss. Look at this. Go through this slide, then I'll discuss. So this is November. What's the date today, students? November 21st. Okay. Fine. We have time till your December 31st. No, we have to do some webinars. So I'll ask you very quickly. You are here. I'll take up one small question answer session. 1 second. Students, just tell me. Could I prepare critical reasoning? You can prepare critical reasoning, Monica, but it is important for main exam. Not now. Maybe in the January month you can prepare. Previous slide, I need a screenshot. Okay, 1 second. This one, Abhishek. This one, Abhishek. Right. The point which I'm trying to ask is, students, do we, okay, if you're completed, you can tell me. In the month of December and in the last week of November is there. So we will do few sessions. One, if you're not registered for free all India mock test, register them. We are doing a discussion of those things, what are practical discussion, mock discussions. We are uploading English, quant reasoning. That is there, you can do that. Those who are not registered, free GA session. Those who are asking some time back, I think Akshay has asked this question. GK preparation. I'll take up GK preparation, but GK free daily videos we are doing, right? Current affair videos every day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, banking and economy. Tuesday and Thursday, we are taking up a topic on for staff selection commission. Maybe physics, chemistry, biology, polity, literature, like that we are taking up. And Tuesday, Thursday, 2 days for staff selection commission. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we are doing banking and economy sessions, current affairs sessions. So those sessions are free for time and non-time. You can register for free all India mock test. You can register for free GA sessions. You can watch those sessions. Also, you subscribe to YouTube channel. There also you can watch our videos. Videos we are uploading there. Mock discussions we are doing there. Those you can watch. Apart from all this, we will do few more sessions like these webinars. This is a general webinar where I am giving you general gnan. Now let us say I would like to take up how to prepare for data interpretation SBI PO exam. Do you want me to do that? One. Second, preparation for puzzles for SBI PO exam. Like that, we will take English preparation for SBI PO. We will take one topic. There we will discuss topic. Then general gyan nahi hoga. I'll give you a question. You answer that question. We'll do that. All those things will be there. Right. Parimala, I was about to ask you one question. We are doing IBPS clerk free workshop starting from 24th November. You have to register. Time, non-time, it is not free for anyone. You have to pay 100 rupees. You have to register. You'll get a separate registration ID. We are doing this in 3 languages, 3 mediums: English medium, Telugu medium, Hindi medium. Telugu medium, Hindi medium classes timings are from 9 o'clock to 1:30 morning. English medium classes will be from this time, evening 3:30 to 8 o'clock. 2 sessions, daily 2 sessions, 9 to 11, 11:30 to 1:30. Depending on the medium, you want Telugu medium classes, you do Telugu medium. We have Hindi medium also. Simultaneously, you can check. These are not free for anybody. You have to pay 100 rupees. Fee is only 100 rupees, registration fee. And you have to register for these classes. Starting from 24th November. I have sent mails to all database, webinar database, our students, everybody we have sent a mail. You have to do that, right? Then English medium, we are doing in the session from evening 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. This is for IBPS club. Parimala, if you are there, I think I answered your question. You can, where should we register for this, sir? The registration link and everything is there on our time for bank exams page. If you go on time for education page, you can find those links. Anyways, we will send a mail today also or tomorrow so that you can get more clarity to register. Okay. Attend those clerical workshops that will take care of your IBPS clerk preparation. Now, nobody have answered my question. Do you want us to do DI, how to prepare DI with few questions? We'll take few sets and solve. We'll take few puzzle sets and solve. Do you want us to do that? मुझको एक प्रॉब्लम है, मैं पीजी पढ़ता हूँ, समय नहीं मिलता है, अभी ऑनलाइन टेस्ट चलता है, हाउ कैन आई प्रैक्टिस फॉर एग्जाम? You have to take out time, Abhishek, I understand, but you have to take out time. You अभी अपूर्वा, अपूर्वा भट्ट, हार्दिक, ध्रुव सिंह राठौर, yes sir, of course, Minal, ठीक है, Minal, Akshay, right, yeah, we want करेंगे, we will do, maybe we will do these sessions where we can prepare for DI, reasoning, puzzles, and etc. I'll plan those sessions. I'll upload the schedule also. Don't worry. I'll send a mail also. We will do that. Okay. Let us get into topic now. Please do those sessions. Okay. We'll do, Meghana. We'll do. Right. Series data interpretations and arithmetic. These are important for your both prelim and main. Simplification, approximation, quadratic comparison is important for prelim. Data sufficiency, data comparison, quant based DI, it is important for your main examination. Okay. Right. This is the order I told you. First, start with simplification, approximation, and series. These are scoring areas, right? You will get 5 questions on simplification approximation, and you also get 5 questions on series. Then quadratic comparisons, you will get 5 questions. I am saying, as I told you for reasoning, what is it we have discussed? If you remember, direction sense, blood relation, coding, decoding, input, output, deduction. So you are not supposed to miss even a single mark here. I am saying simplifications, approximation, speed math questions, series questions, quadratic comparison questions. 15 out of 15. I want all my students attending this session to score 15 out of 15. ठीक है, एक दो छूट गया. 13 out of 15 is what is bare minimum you should look at, and I am saying it is very much possible. 15 out of 15 is also possible. 13 out of 15 is very much possible. Anything less than 13 marks, I am saying you need to revise your concept, because individual questions, say there are 10 questions on individual DI. It all depends on how many you are able to solve. But these 15 marks are there in your hand, and those are my bonus. Individual questions, data sufficiency, data domain, those are bonus questions, right? But you cannot afford to lose or miss out marks in these particular topics, right? Quadratic comparison also, maybe if you see, I have uploaded a video of how to solve quadratic comparisons. In every mock also we are doing that discussion, saying that quadratic comparisons without finding out actual roots, you have to take that b value, a into c is positive or negative, depending on that you have to get those numbers. All these things you'll be able to practice you will get only if you're thorough with your multiplication tables, right? So then in order you can look at individual questions from your time and work, time and distance, percentages, profit loss, then do data sufficiency, data comparison. The last thing to attempt is your data interpretation. Leave case state. Case state means some raw data, verbal data will be given. You have to capture this data either in the form of a table or in the form of a Venn diagram. Then you have to solve those questions. So case state should be your last thing to attempt in the exam. It may be your prelim exam or main exam. Prelim exam you will have 1 paragraph. Main exam you will have 3 paragraphs. So case state generally are time consuming, risky to attempt, because you make a small mistake in copying the data, in capturing the data. One mistake, it will lead to several mistakes, and everything else will go wrong, and you will be in trouble. And there is very fair chance that you will get stuck in between. So caselets is the last thing to attempt. Last thing means you have done away with everything. Time is left out. Generally, it's not going to happen. Then you have to attempt. In DI also, if you are good at tables, take tables. Bar graphs, take bar graph. You are good at pie chart, you take pie chart. You are good at line graphs, try line graph. Everything else is done. Sir, I have done with my paper. 5 minutes left out. So caselet is there. Then you can try. Otherwise, don't try, students. Then selection of sets is very important in data interpretation. When I'm talking about selection of sets, I have two things: external selection, internal selection. What is external selection? Try to select the sets which you are comfortable with. Let's say you are good at tables. First start with table. You're good at pie chart, start with pie chart. You're good at bar graphs, comfortable with bar graphs, start with bar graphs. So select the sets first, then select the questions within a set. Let's say ideally you need to spend 5 minutes on a DI set. It may be a table or a pie chart or a line graph or a bar graph. In these 5 minutes, what should you do? First, you have to read the title to understand the data is about what. Then you have to look at the data given there. You have to note down the units. Then you have to analyze the given data. Then you have to read the question. Then you have to pick the data. Then you have to simplify it. Then you have to mark your answer. Whatever steps I am discussing, these steps you have to do within 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, sir, I will not be able to do all 5 questions. Yes, you will not be able to do all 5 questions. So select 2 or 3 easy questions, solve. Out of 5 questions, believe me, 2 to 3 will be easy questions. There will be 1 or 2 questions which are lengthy, calculation based. Don't try to solve. Even I'm teaching DA from last 20 years, even I am writing the exam, I will not be able to solve 5 out of 5 in the exam. Believe. So our target, 5 minutes, read the data, analyze the data, note the units, look at the question, solve it, pick the data, solve it, mark it. 5 minutes, but 2 is a good score, 3 is a fantastic score. Believe me, 2 is a good score. Listen what I'm saying, 3 is a fantastic score. The problem is, there will be students who will say, sir, I have understood the entire data, no. I have spent so much of time, no. 2 more questions, no, sir. Let me solve those 2 questions also. You will spend another 3-4 minutes on these 2 questions, and you will get a wrong answer. You will get a negative mark. Rather than spending those 3-4 minutes on these 2 question types, spend those 3-4 minutes on the next set where you can solve another 2 to 3. So selection of sets is important. At the same time, students, selection of questions is also important. Particularly State Bank of India. Sometimes what happens is, if you look at that set data given in the table, it will be very, very frightening data. But students, look at the data, look at the questions, then decide whether to attempt that particular set or not. Sometimes data will be frightening, but questions will be easy. All questions will be about approximate questions only. They will not ask you to find out the exact value. So be careful, look at the set, look at the data, then decide whether to attempt that or not. Right? Wherever possible, use your approximation. I'll tell you a few things where you need to be good at. Multiplication table, this will help you for your data interpretation. This will help you for your quadratic comparison also to find out the roots, right? If you're good at tables, then automatically you will get that familiarity with the numbers. Squares of first 50 natural numbers, cubes of at least first 20 natural numbers, reciprocal values 1 by 2 50%, 1 by 3 33.33, up to 1 by 12 including their multiples, complements of 100 99. What is the complement? How much I should add to make it to nearest 100? 1 is the complement. 92, what's the complement? 8 is the complement. 64, what's the complement? 36 is the complement. Then percentage calculations, basic percentage questions you should be good at, particularly when you're solving your data interpretation. A is what you called, A is how much percent less than B, B is how much percent more than A, what percentage of A is B, B is what percentage of A. These four basic questions. A value 40, B value 50, A is what percent of B, B is what percent of A. Let's say if I take A value as 40, B value as 50, you have to be thorough with the basic questions. What is the first question? A is what percentage of B? Second question, B is what percentage of A? I'll not discuss this, don't worry. Subject thing we'll do in subject. A is how much percent less than B? B is how much percent more than A? These four basic questions should be thorough. B is how much percent more than A. Then you should be thorough with your basic percentage points concept. What do you mean by percentage point? Overall growth. All these things you should be good at, right? Percentage calculation. Quadratic comparisons, finding roots is very, very important, students. Then basic concepts of individual topics, arithmetic topics. These concepts will also help you to solve questions in your data sufficiency as well as data comparison. What is data sufficiency, data comparison? Data sufficiency statements will be given whose statement is helpful to answer the question. Data comparison, you'll get two quantities you have to compare. What are the question types? What are the questions asked about comprise of? Those are questions based on your arithmetic topics, equations, time and work, time and distance, so on. So this is about your preparation, right? These are new question types asked in your quant exam in the last quant section in the last 2-3 years. Data sufficiency based data interpretation, right? Data interpretation set questions are based on data sufficiency. Quant based data interpretation, time and work based DI, time and distance based DI, probability based DI, all these are quant based data interpretation questions. Then fill in the blank questions, individual quant question only, fill in the blanks will begin, you have to fill them, or which of the following variables can be found out, those question types. Then caselet based quant questions. Quant questions, instead of asking single question, common data is given followed by two questions. So these are new question types as the quant. English breakup, then we'll take a preparation plan. Let me see if you have any questions. Till then, go through these breakups. Same strategy for IBPS also, Suraj. Monica, simplification approximations are very easy, Monica. They are not difficult. Only thing is that you have to be good at your percentage calculation. The thing which you're really weak. Okay, then when we do that DI session, I'll tell you how to improve speed on that. Okay. Basic thing is that those percentage calculations, your multiplication table, squares and cubes, you should be good at. General simplifications will become easy. Books to refer. Okay, one books to refer is like you can refer time material. If you're a non-time student, what I suggest is first of all look at previous year papers, because whatever books I'm going to tell you now, these books are decent. See, even if I am the author, I will write a book which will cater to almost everybody, all sectors in the market, right? Because if I restrict myself, okay, bank exam ke liye book hai, my sales will come down. So what they do is when they are writing a book, they try to put all types of question types. CET question, ISET question, bank exam question, CAT level question, MAT level question. So first of all, you have to understand the question types the exam is asking. For that, if you're a time student, you go through our material, that is more than sufficient. You don't need additional material. If you're a non-time student, first refer previous year papers. You sit and read. Okay, these are the question types asked. Then from these books, you have to identify only those question types and solve. Don't solve unnecessarily other exam question types, which is waste of time for you. It will not help you. So identify bank exam question types and solve. So for verbal and non-verbal reasoning, for reasoning I'm talking about, there's a book topic is verbal and non-verbal reasoning. Verbal and non-verbal reasoning. I'll give you other names. You can refer R.S. Agarwal or D.S. Iswari. Both are good books, so most of you might have been comfortable with R.S. Agarwal. You can do that, or B.S. Iswari. But identify the question types asked in your banking. Then quantitative aptitude, or objective arithmetic, whatever you call it, or objective arithmetic. These are the titles of the books. You can refer again R.S. Agarwal for quant, or you can refer Abhijit Guha. R.S. Agarwal or Abhijit Guha. Right? Any one of these two books should be fine. Then for English language, if you have made a note, then I'll erase this. Time booklets are Apurva, but more than sufficient. You don't, if your time material, you need not do anything. Can we download? I think the complete book is not available. Few chapters you can download. Abhishek. English paper में आ रहा हूँ चंद्रकांत sorry I'm coming to English also. Square and cube roots नहीं, squares and cubes Dhruvaraj. Squares up to 50, 1 square, 2 square, 3 square up to 50. Actually, when I take the DI session, Dhruvaraj attend that. If you know up to 25, 26 to 125 you can easily answer. You don't require to by heart also. Cubes up to 20, 1 cube, 2 cube up to 20 cube. Squares 1 square, 2 square up to 50 square is required. Right. So I am erasing the students. So I'll tell you about English this thing books here. So for English, what you need to do is what you need to do is for English vocabulary. You can refer word power made easy. All of you, most of you know this, right? Not now. In these 40 days, don't do all this. When you get time, please read. Do this. Word power made easy. Norman Lewis. This is the first book. Second book, everyone I want you to read. Not now. In these 40 days, nahi. Only vocabulary will not help you. I'll tell you what needs to be done in these 40 days. Student Companion by Wilfred Best. Student Companion, Wilfred. One of these two books, or if possible, both the books you read. Grammar, English Grammar and Composition by, you can refer Premlata Surya, author name Premlata Surya. English Grammar and Composition. Any book you take grammar book, but that grammar book should say grammar and composition. When it says and composition, that book also gives you idea about descriptive writing like letter writing, essay writing, idea generation techniques, how to present an essay effectively, how to write a better letter. So and composition. The book should say grammar and composition. That will help you to for your descriptive writing also. So Premlata Suri, English Grammar and Composition by Premlata Suri. The second is, sir, can I refer Renan Martin? You can also refer Renan Martin, but Renan Martin will be slightly higher level. हाँ अभी ध्रुवराज अभी vocab के लिए कुछ मत करो, टाइम कम है. vocab question types पढ़ना चाहिए. You have to read vocab question types. That's what I told you. This is long term preparation. अभी नहीं. If those are weekend thing, not now. This is long term preparation. Down. Reading comprehension, everybody can do that now also. Reading, how to read faster and better. How to read faster and better. How to read faster and better. Norman Lewis. Other. How to read faster and better. Other name is Norman Lewis. Here, this book, the starting 10 pages, the author will talk about improving your reading speed. The problem here is two issues in reading comprehension. The reason for not able to solve reading comprehension is one, your reading speed is very low. Second, your comprehension levels are low. So the comprehension levels, what you need to do is you have to read more of RCs from different areas like economy based RCs, banking based RCs, like that you have to read from different areas. Second, what you need to do is reading speed you have to improve. Decent reading speed should be 300 to 350 words per minute, right? So anything less than that, I am saying it will take more time to read the. So students, the first 10 pages in this book, how to read faster and better, the author talks about what you call improving read speed improving techniques, like how to read, how to cover, how to read a sentence in 2 shots, all these things. All these things you should be able to. Anika is a net. 1 second, students. Select. So all those things you should be looking at. Okay. These two books will help you for English. Time material sufficient, Parimala. Why all these references? Okay, now because there are more than sufficient. Okay. Then look at this. This is English. Slower. Okay. Am I visible, audible, everyone? Voice is breaking, not audible. Okay. Just check out, students. 1 second. Let me check the internet connection. One second. Let me check the net connection here. 1 second. Now, is it clear? Voice is breaking, Parimala. Now, is it clear? I'll just check the internet connection. Is it okay? Voice is breaking. Still breaking? Huh? 1 second. Then wait. I'll just. Is the voice clear now? Is it still breaking? It's good. No, it's fine. So if you have a problem, just send me. I'll just change the switch over the internet. No, it's audible. It's audible. It's audible. Okay, right. Fine. I'll go ahead then. If you observe here, Anika, if it is breaking, you please tell me. Okay. I've asked my daughter to watch the webinar so that if it is breaking, she will tell me, inform me. So reading comprehension is important for both prelim and main, as you can see here. Close test is generally asked in your prelim exam. Fill in the blank, both prelim and main. Paraforming, both prelim and main. Here, match the column, sentence starters, word usage. These are generally asked in prelim. What do you mean by match the column? 2 columns will be given. You need to match those 2 columns, right? Column A with column B. So maybe the two sentences. That is match column. Sentence starters, sentence connectors. There will be questions on that. Word usage. One word will be given. Its usage will be given. You need to identify the usage of that word. These are generally asked in your prelim. Error identification, phrase replacement. These are generally your prelim and main, important for both prelim and main. RC also both prelim and main. Central idea, theme of the passage. These are generally main exam models. This is the summary, students. RC, parajumbled, fill in the blank, grammar, generally asked in both prelim and main. Close test, match the column, word usage, sentence starters, generally prelim exam. Main exam, para forming, odd man out, para completion, theme of passage, multiple errors. See the point, particularly about English section. Main exam question types will be application based. Now, error identification, a sentence is divided into 4 parts or 5 parts. You have to identify error in that. When it comes to main exam, same sentence may contain 2 errors, same sentence may contain 3 errors, more than 2 errors, multiple errors. Similarly, phrase replacement. Main exam, prelim exam. Main exam, when you come to this phrase replacement, multiple error phrase replacement. That means a phrase is given in bold. It was given A, B, C, 3 options. More than one may be correct. Only A is the best option. A and B, B and C, all A, B, C, none of them. So when it comes to main exam, you will have application based question. What is para completion? Only in main exam. A paragraph will be given. In between there will be a blank, or maybe at the beginning, or maybe at the end. 3 types. Paragraph may contain a blank at the beginning. Paragraph may contain a blank in middle. Paragraph may contain a blank at the end. That blank you need to fill with a sentence. Filling a blank with word is easy, but filling a blank with sentence, you need to have your good what you call language skills. These kind of application based questions are generally asked in a main exam level. But prelim exam, you will have all these what you called, you will not have any experiments or application questions in your prelim exam. Only main exam you can expect these kind of questions. Okay. Let us go ahead, look at the order to be solved. Easy thing to start with is close passage, then do your fill in the blanks after close passage. Then RC should be attempted first, immediately after filling the blank. Then do your grammar questions, sentence starter questions, sentence formation questions. Then do your paraforming and paraforming odd man out. The last thing to attempt is para completion, theme of the passage questions. Try to follow, stick to this order. Now, generally, earlier we used to say RC can be attempted towards the end, but now RC is a scoring area, and students, I want everyone to get score marks in your reading comprehension. That is why I put it immediately at third option, right? Most of the students, maybe either time is not sufficient or they are not comfortable. They are leaving questions based on RC. If you ask me, in the entire paper of entire section of English, RC is a scoring area. Read the passage carefully and you will be able to answer the questions clearly. Right, students? It is as simple as that. The point is that you have to RC when you are doing, first read the question. That's what I have. Easy questions plus vocab based questions. First, what you need to do is read the questions. Once you start the RC, there may be, if you observe the trend, I'm talking about last 2-3 years, generally there will be 1 to 2 questions, one on synonym, one on antonym. Generally, this is the practice. Or sometimes it is 10 marks, there may be 2 questions on synonyms and 2 questions on antonyms. But if you observe last 2-3 years, 1 question on synonym, 1 question on antonym, you have 1 fill in the blank question and 1 word replacement question or phrase replacement question in RC itself. So I'm saying, first, when you're starting RC, these 3 to 4 questions out of 10 questions, let us say 3 to 4 questions are vocab based questions. Answer vocab based questions first. Then solve passage based questions. Passage based questions also, first read the question. If I read the questions, I'll come to know 2 things. What type of passage it is. It is a passage in banking, economy, or something else, or other like sociology kind of thing. Second, I'll come to know what kind of questions are asked. There are generally 2 types of questions. Direct questions based on passage. The second one is inference based questions. Direct questions based on passage. Second one is inference based questions. Now students, inference based questions you are not supposed to attempt in the examination. What can you infer from second paragraph in the passage? What is the author's mood in the passage? Don't attempt these kind of questions. These kind of questions also should be left out in the exam. Direct questions which are based on passage. Identify those questions and solve them. So first read the questions, right? For example, when you're reading the question, let's say there is a question on some iceberg or let us say some topic. Then you have to skim through the RC. Don't read. Some of the students will close their ears, full concentration, they will read word by word. Don't do that. Skim through the RC. Fast reading. Skimming is fast reading. When you're reading or going through that RC, whenever that question Iceberg, when that word iceberg comes, it will strike you, boss, there is some question related to iceberg. Stop there. Look at the answer, look at that question, answer that question, get out of art. Don't waste too much of time. So first, initially, try to take up that vocab-based questions, synonym, antonym, fill in the blank, phrase replacement or word replacement questions, answer them. Then read the questions, leave inference-based questions, direct questions based on passage. Then after reading the questions, skim through the RC and answer those questions. Then followed by a grammar questions. Grammar questions also, vocabulary based questions. Simply by hearting words will not help you out. You have to look at vocab based questions, like fill in the blank questions are there. Then you have match the column. You have word usage questions. Identify question types. Focus on question types in these 40 days. Simply by hearting words will not help you for your exam. Right? Grammar. Grammar is scoring area. Maybe nouns, pronouns, verbs, tenses, you take prepositions, conjunctions, your basic fundamentals should be clear, and focus on question types, error identification, single error, multiple error, phrase replacement, single error, multiple error. Then you look at your grammatically correct sentences. 5 sentences will be given, 1 will be grammatic. What are the rules there? The rules are basic grammar rules. So grammar is like your quantitative aptitude. You have to practice. Simply learning formulas in quant will not help you. Learning multiplication tables will not help you. You have to solve questions, right? Based on percentages, quadratic comparison. You have to take up questions, practice. Similarly, grammar also. Take up error identification question types, phrase replacement question types. You have to practice. Then only whatever rules you have studied in grammar, they will help you. You'll be able to implement those rules here. Then only you'll be able to remember. So this is about strategy and preparation for your English language, right? Vocabulary, this is what I was talking about. Focus on vocab improvement, learn new words. Right now, time is less. You cannot focus on learning new words. Whatever words you know, with that, you focus on vocab question types, match the column, sentence starters, word usage, focus on vocab question types. RC, only 3 secrets to improve your RC. You have to read and read and read. I have discussed about RC. Focus on economy based and banking based passages. Improve your reading speed and your comprehension level. Grammar, don't simply by heart rules, right? This is what I was discussing. Implement practical application of these rules. Practice more number of question types. So these are new question types asked in your English language. Let us not waste time. These are generally new question types generally asked in your main exam. Prelim exam, there won't be any surprises or new question types. Say suggestion words per blank in closed test. Blank will be there within a brackets. He will give you suggested word. He will say that this word will fit there. If you feel some other word will fit, you have to choose that word. 2 words per blank. 1 blank will be there. You have to choose 2 words will fit into that. And blank should be filled with a sentence and comprehensive testing. Full paragraph will be given. It includes all questions. RC, recent trend is giving small passages. Now, instead of giving 2 big passages, 20 questions, he is giving 2 to 3 questions per passage. He is giving you more number of passages. That's what I'm saying. You have to be good at your reading speed of your reading comprehension, because the point is, like, if you're not good at your reading speed, then you will be in trouble. Passages, you have to improve your speed, students, because if you more number of passages are there, it will take more time for you to prepare, right? Then separate para numbers will be given, para 1, para 2, para 3, like that. Or a para 1 is given with 1 sentence in bold, you have to replace that sentence. Para forming, you see, we use standard model is 6 sentences, but main exam when you go, application 6 sentences. A, B, C, D, F, D is fixed, remaining you have to arrange. C is fixed, remaining are arranged. Out of 5 sentences, all the 5 will be jumbled. Arrange the sentence first, then arrange the paragraph. Out of those 5, 1 is odd man out, remaining 4 form a meaningful sentences. Then 7 sentences with 5th sentence fixed. Fill in the blanks, 2 words, 3 words, multiple words. All these are new question types asked in the recent exams, right? Then you have word usage, word interchange, situation analysis, tone. The situation analysis and tone, these two were asked in your last year SBI PO and SBI clerk exams. So you can refer there to question types. So he'll give you some scenario and he'll ask you what is the tone A is talking to B. So it is based on tone, and he will ask you a situation. He will mention a situation. You have to identify what kind of situation is that. Then grammatically correct sentences, multiple error, phrase replacement, multiple error, identification, possible changes. All these things will be there, right? So this is about your English section, right? Look at this GK preparation. I'll just see if you have any questions, then I'll come back for GK. Chandrakant Sarikonda, I'll show you. Can you show previous slide? Whose slides are you? 838 more seconds. Right. This one. or this one? After vocab, I'm able to see only 1 point. Okay, fine. Anyways, I have read what is given there. First two slides of English. 1 second. This one. Chandrakant, take a. I'll give you 2 minutes. Just take a screenshot very fast. Sarayu. Okay, I'll just come back to that in order. So next one. Yes, I'm coming, Sarayu. Understood. Someone is asking this. Okay, I'm going to the next slide. Right. Little fast. We need to show you that preparation plan. Done. Okay, right. This is your GA preparation. Let us not waste too much of time on GA. Let us focus on preparation part. GA is like read the complete question and all the 5 options, general awareness, before you answer the question. Because GK, what happens is sometimes when you read the question, you'll not be able to remember the answer. But when you look at the options, you'll get the answer, right? Single liner questions passed out for computer also. Lengthier questions. Which of the following is not a monetary policy of RBI? Which of the following is not a function of RBI? Lengthier questions in your second round, particularly GK and computers, no guesswork, please. Guesswork, if you make a mistake, negative marking is there. Please keep that point in mind. GA preparation, you have to read your newspaper regularly. You have to read one monthly magazine. Last 9 months current affairs, stock questions. These are the things which you should be good at. Take a when we're doing this main thing, we will take up mains preparation separately. There I'll discuss. But as of now, take a screenshot. So regularly read newspaper. What you need to do read in newspaper is 6 pages. One, first page of the newspaper. Then read editor's page or editorial page. Then there is a page called Current Affairs National, Current Affairs International. Read these 2 pages. Then read a page on banking and economy. There's a page dedicated in Hindu or Times of India, economy. And finally, the fifth one, read sports page. Apart from that, stock questions, current affair questions will be covered this. Along with that, read one monthly magazine. It may be your magazine provided by Time, Current Affair Cracker, or you can also refer Pratyogita Darpan, Pratyogita Darpan, or Pratyogita Kiran. Pratyogita Darpan or Pratyogita Kiran. Apart from that, for your English improvement, read this. This is particularly for GK. You can choose one magazine like Outlook, Frontline, India Today. Read that booklet also. Read that particular magazine. So 2 magazines, one for BK, Pratyogita Darpan, Pratyogita Kiran, one for your GK plus your English improvement, Outlook or Frontline for ID, because your RC and close passages are picked up from editorials of these newspapers and this magazine. So this will help you. Along with that, attend our daily current affairs sessions. Then, before every important exam, we are uploading capsule. From that capsule, almost out of 40 questions, you are getting about 25 to 27 questions. Reading that capsule will also help. Daily GA updates, weekly test, everything is there. Weekly GA test for 40 questions, daily updates, everything is there in your home page. For non-time students also, it is free. Download our app. You can read those daily updates. Apart from that, daily free videos are there. You can watch that. Let's read this. This will take care of your GA preparation. So computer knowledge, I'll not spend too much of time because generally not asked. There's a book on computer knowledge by Kiran Publications. Revise thoroughly the material provided by Time and previous year papers. There is very fair chance that computers questions get repeated because syllabus is limited. Banking, what you call your basic computer architecture, memory devices, virtual memory and all those things. Then your software concept, then your MS Office, then DBMS, then operating system and networks. So standard questions, it is not any programming. So the chance that the questions can get repeated. So revise previous year papers plus our time material. And there is a book on computer knowledge by Kiran Publications that will take care of your preparation part. Okay, let us move to our preparation plan. This is very important. Go study number of hours on planning. As I told you, I expect everyone to spend at least 6 to 8 hours of time. Those who are working, those who are in final year, spend at least 2 to 3 hours on weekdays, Monday to Friday. Other days, you spend about Saturday and Sunday, you try to allocate about 8 to 10 hours. So whatever is deficient here, so to some extent will be covered on Saturday, Sunday. Those are final year completed students preparing only for competitive exams. I'm saying at least 6 to 8 hours. I'm saying more than that. Apart from that, you need to spend about 2 hours on newspaper reading. Newspaper reading and this magazine reading will help you your English skills also, reading comprehension skills, your close test skills, your grammar skills, vocab skills. It will help you for your GK preparation. This reading, 2 hour reading of newspaper and magazine. This will also help you for your what you call interview and group exercise also. Anyways, we will train you for interview group exercise, but you should have some stuff knowledge at the back of the head. This reading will help you there. So you can spend more time also. Those are free. I'm saying at least I need this much of time and planning. What is the plan? I'm showing you in the next slide. What is the plan for these 20 days? You can go through that. First, focus on building concepts. Practice, practice, practice. So when you take a topic, I told you how to prepare sectional test, mock test, study material, handout. The order also I told you. First, you have to learn the concept. Then you have to practice. Then from study material booklets, sectional tests, all those things, you have to practice those questions. Identify your strong and weak areas, consolidate your strengths and improvise on your weak areas. Right? Once you're done with your basics, focus on building speed. How to improve your speed? That is very important. What is important is preparation. Second is you have to attempt those questions in the stipulated time mentioned in the exam. So write mock test, online, paper-based both, and do analysis of the mock test. That is very, very important. How many questions you have made correct? How many are went wrong? In the questions which have went wrong, why actually? What is the problem? What's the mistake? Is it understanding the question or the simple silly calculation mistake? If you identify the mistakes you made, you will not repeat that mistake. So when you're analyzing the mock test, let's say 100 questions are there. You attempted 70 questions in that 1 hour of time. First, you try to solve the remaining 30 questions. Taken by surprise, you'll be able to solve at least 15 to 20 out of those 30. In the exam, I am not able to solve because maybe time constraint or because of exam pressure. One, do that. Remaining 10-15 questions which are not able to solve, you can look at the help of the solution or video solutions uploaded in YouTube. Then you can get those questions clarified. Second, whatever questions you have done, 70, out of those 70, let's say 50 correct, 20 wrong, 60 correct, 10 wrong. Those 10 questions, what actually went wrong, you have to analyze that. If you identify that mistake, you will not repeat that mistake in the next mock test. This analysis will help you to improve your score by 5 to 10 marks when you go to your actual exam. Attend regular mock discussions, revision classes, workshop classes. This is very important. We are doing workshop classes for IBPS class from starting from this 24th. Attend those workshop classes. That will also help you for your SB and IBPS PO preparation because concept will be discussing. Attend regular mock discussions. These mock discussions we are uploading on our YouTube. Those mock discussion classes that will help you to prepare for your exams in much better way. Right, students? And the question types, weightage, that's what I have discussed till now in detail. Prelim and main exam, what are the question types asked? Last few years, what are the question types asked? And new question types. You should have an idea about it. And these two things, one, vocabulary and general awareness. These two are game changers. Vocabulary, question types you focus, and GK, general awareness. These are real game changers, particularly your main exam. If you score well in your GK section, maybe you are not done, you have crossed the cutoff in other areas, but reasoning in quant, you're not done that good, but you have done very good in your GK. Overall score will improve. That point you have to keep in mind. Okay, let us look at preparation plan. This is your preparation plan. You can take a screenshot. Then I'll explain. I'll take 5 minutes. I'll explain reasoning. Then I'll explain quant. Then I'll explain English. Sorry. Now take down the screenshot. Suraj, daily routine for 20 days. AHA. Voice is breaking. Is it still breaking? Voice? Anika? I'm audible right now? Okay. See, let me explain reasoning students first. Start with miscellaneous topic. Word formation, number operation, digit sequence. You will get about 2 to 3 miscellaneous questions. You cannot afford to lose marks. Day 1. Start complete these topics. I'm saying 8 hours you are spending, right? 8 to 10 hours. In these 8 hours, spend some 3 hours here, 3 hours here, about 2 hours on English, right? Code depending on your strength. If you're good at reasoning, do 2 hours to reasoning, then improve. Not good at quant, spend an extra hour on quant. So then second day you complete your coding decoding, symbols notations on third day, fourth day blood relation, then direction sense, then series, then deductions. Now here I'm saying these are your scoring areas. Deductions 1, 2, 3. Why I have given is deduction 1, deduction 2, deduction 3. You will have 2 statement, 2 conclusion question. Then you have 3 statement, 3 conclusions, 4 statements, 4 conclusions. Then your reverse syllogisms, only a few question types, possibility, not a possibility, all in one day is not possible. So you divide into parts. First 2 statements, 2 conclusions, then 3 statement, 3 conclusion, 4 statement, 4 conclusion. Then only a few question types, reverse syllogism, all those on day 3, right? On day 9, that is your deduction syllogism third class. Here, this completely you'll get about 10, about 15 marks in your exam, 10 to 15 marks. Coding, decoding, 5 questions, symbol notation, 5 questions, blood relations, direction sense, 5 questions, series, you'll come across in your quant here, 5 questions, deductions, you'll get about 2 to 3 questions. So first we are finishing up, we are trying to maximizing our score by doing miscellaneous topics and these topics. Then that's why I'm not starting puzzles. I'm starting puzzles only on day 10. In puzzles also, first we are starting with linear arrangement. Why linear arrangement? Because linear arrangement is basic for your other puzzles. Linear is basic for your circle arrangement. Linear is basic for your floor arrangement. Linear is basic for your other subtopics, right? So I'm saying start with linear arrangement. Try to cover all concepts, all models of linear arrangement. One day is not sufficient. That's why you see at day 11 also are given linear. You can take a screenshot of day 11 to day 20 also. Day 11 also we are giving linear arrangement. You try to stick to this timetable. अगर उस दिन कुछ भी बच गया डे 11 में, लेट्स से लीनियर में बच गया, डीए में बच गया, ओके, अब these 3 areas, don't sleep. सर इट्स ऑलमोस्ट 11 o'clock, you spend another 2 hours. सुबह में थोड़ा लेट उठ जाओ, बट उस दिन का सिलेबस उस दिन कंप्लीट करना है. कंप्लीट दैट सिलेबस ऑन दैट डे. That will help you to you'll finish all topics in 20 days. Then I was given 2 days for a circular arrangement, right? All types of circular, facing inwards, facing outside, or some facing inside, some facing outside, circular with QBR, circular with distribution. All these models you please try to cover on these 2 days. Then once you're thorough with linear and circular, ranking, flooring, box arrangement. Flooring is similar to linear. Linear is like this. Flooring is top to bottom. It is similar to a linear concept only. Ranking, flooring, box arrangement. Next 2 days, 15, 14, day 14, day 15. Day 16, day 17, comparison and distribution. Day 18, quant based reasoning. Day 19, input output. Day 20, data sufficiency. Generally not asked, but one day I have given for data sufficiency also. Right now, puzzles. If you take day 10 to day 18, here these 9 days, you will get 20 to 25 marks in the exam, because depending on minimum, 10 to 25, minimum 10 to maximum 25 from your puzzles from these areas, right? Then do your input output, then do your data sufficiency, right? So any doubts in reasoning, then I'll take up quant students. Let me check. Audible. It's not audible. Audible, Abhishek. Check your internet connection, right? Shall I take up that quantitative aptitude now? Day 1 here, first 2 days. Anyways, we'll do this webinar. After that, you spend 2 days simply starting from tomorrow on simplification approximation. So you will spend time here on multiplication tables, squares, cubes, percentage calculations, reciprocal values, 1 by 2, 1 by 3. You will learn all this, plus you will practice simplification question types, approximation question types. You have to practice for 2 days, because you'll get 5 questions from this topic. 2 days for quadratic comparison. Take up all question types of last year, mock test, practice quadratic comparisons for 2 days. Then when it comes to individual questions, first day, days 5 of arithmetic topic, the first day of arithmetic, ERPV, percentages, profit loss. Then day 6, simple interest, compound interest, average mixes allocation. मतलब complete करना है तो 2 topic complete करना है. Your basic handouts, your sectional test. These 2 are most important from your study material. These 3. So handout, basic exercise. Your study material, we are given exercise A, exercise B, both the exercises, plus your sectional test you need to complete at least, right? Then we will take up time and work, time and distance. Then probability, geometry mensuration, numbers on 1 day. Probability on 1 day. Time probability is most of you are not comfortable, so 1 complete day I have given for probability. Then take out your data interpretation. Data interpretation table, we are spending 2 days for table, day 10 and day 11. Then we are spending 1 day for line graph, 1 day for bar graph. Again, pie charts, you will have more types, more models, percentages, degrees, single, double pie charts. So I have given 2 days for pie charts. Then combinations. 5 place table, 2 table, bar plus line, line plus table, table plus bar, like the 2 pie charts. You're giving combination sets. This is also important for your prelim exam. You're getting at least one combination set in your prelim exam. You're getting one table set and one among this line graph and bar graph. So I've given 2 days for table, 2 days for combination, 1 day for line graph, 1 day for bar graph. Pie charts also 2 days I have given because more models to cover. Then 1 day completely I have given for caselets. Sir, after the caselet छोड़ दो बोला. I to ask you to leave, but I am saying learn the basic caselet question so that similar set appears. You should be able to solve it. So 1 day because it's there in the syllabus I have given for caselet. And last 3 days थोड़ा deal है देखो. Data sufficiency generally not asked in prelim. Data comparison generally main topic this one. So still I am asking you to prepare because one of the slots you might get data sufficiency 5 questions, data comparison 5 questions. So study the data sufficiency, data comparison also. This is day 1 to day 20 quant plan, right? Let us look at English. English is important. Initially I told you grammar is scoring area, right? Now initially few days I am asking you to spend day 1 to day 6 on grammar. Nouns basics plus common errors. You have a booklet given, V102 booklet, time students I'm talking about. In that common errors will be there. You study nouns basics, what are the common errors made in nouns, pronouns basics plus common errors, verb tenses plus common errors, adjectives plus common errors, adverbs plus common errors, conjunction preposition plus common errors. First, let us spend some time understanding the basics. What is a noun? Different types of nouns, countable, non-countable. Then what are the general common errors in nouns like that? Pronouns, verbs. Let us spend some time, 6 days of time, learning each topic every day with their common errors given in vocabulary booklet. And rules are also given. Rule 1, rule 2. What are the common errors you make? You just go through those things. First 6 days. Aram se, kuch tension nahi. Then RC basics you need to focus how to improve reading speed. I told you that booklet you read, reading speed improving techniques and all those. So just practice those reading comprehension techniques on day 1. Day 2, what you need to do is pick up those practice exercises from your study material booklet. You have given each exercise, you have given some 10 RCs, 8 RCs. Solve those RCs. Also when you are solving RCs, don't try to solve all one topic RC, right? Maybe you take economy based, you solve some 2 3 RCs, banking some 2 3 RCs, science and technology 2 3, like that subject wise you select 2 3 RCs, do them. That will also give you broad knowledge about the test area, students, right? So what you'll also come to know the terminologies used in reading comprehension. Now 2 days I'm asking you to spend on synonyms, antonyms and spellings to revise whatever you have studied, your root words, the words you have studied, just revise those 2 words in 2 days. Then immediately don't spend too much of time only on reading the words. That's why from day 11 onwards, I am going to your vocab question types. Word usage. Practice more question types on word usage. Maybe you take your study material booklet, you take your sectional test, you take your handouts, you discuss these word usage questions. Focus on word usage questions. Focus on match the column questions. Focus on error identification. These two vocabulary based question types. Then grammar, as you have done with your common errors, now look at error identification, phrase replacement question types. Error identification also you look at single error, multiple error. You look at grammatically correct sentences questions. Then the phrase replacement also single error phrase replacement, multiple error phrase replacement. 1 day dedicatedly I have given for grammar question types. Apart from spending time on basics. Then day 15 you spend on question type, single fill in the blank. Generally, if you take your prelim exam, first you focus on single blank and two blank questions, right? Then in your main exam, you can focus on other question types. Close test, yes, you have to focus close test. One complete day I have given for day 16. We are very clearly uploaded techniques for close test, techniques to fill in the blanks. Also go through those videos, your classroom videos also, that will help. Then 2 days for paraforming. This takes some time. These are scoring areas. Again, paraforming question. 2 days I have given for paraforming. 6 sentences, arrange them in order. 5 sentences, arrange every what is the correct order. Then those question types, first sentence fixed, first and last fixed. So try to spend some time, try to look at the development, the link between sentences, which is the starting sentence of the paragraph, opening sentence, which can be the last sentence, so that those techniques you can practice. Paraforming definitely will get 5 questions. I have given 2 days for your paraforming. Then 19th day again do few more passages, RC passages. Then your sentence starters, and day 20 sentence correctors. This is about your preparation plan, students, right? This is from day 1 to day 20. You have any doubts, any questions to ask here? Suraj is saying, can we leave probability and geometry? Nahi. करे तो अच्छा है, better है. You will get one question. अच्छा आपको अगर the problem is State Bank of India particularly probability 5 क्वेश्चन आने का चांस है. एक कॉमन डेटा he will give you. He will ask you about 5 questions, 3 questions on probability. Don't leave probability. Geometry छोड़ सकते हैं, mensuration पढ़िए. If your problem is geometry, you can read mensuration. Then day 21 to day 40. Here, what you need to do is day 1 to 20 you have to read that order. Then day 21 to day 40 here. Daily write one mock test, analysis of the mock test. I told you how many questions you have done, how many are correct, how many are wrong. Wrong questions, what went wrong, you have to identify them. And the questions which you have not solved, try to solve those questions also. This analysis will make a lot of difference. Apart from this practice mock test, try to write all India mock test. You will get a chance to compare across huge student database. So non-time students also we are conducting 3 free all India mock tests based on SBI PO pattern in December, schedule and everything. Once you register, you will get. So I'm saying if you write those 3 mock tests, you can compare students from Jammu to Kanyakumari, where do you stand in the competition. That will give you a broad understanding about how much more you need to prepare. Then improvise on your weak areas. Identify weak areas, focus more on weak areas. When you do that exercise, you'll come to know, okay, these are the topics I'm not comfortable. Focus more on those topics and revision of the topics. This has to be done from day 21 to day 40. Daily test, analysis, attending discussion. Test, analysis, attending discussion. Right, apart from that, attend your workshop classes also. Right, so this is about your plan day 21 to day 40. Then we have online classes we are providing. We are giving free mock tests, we are doing workshops. 100 rupees only the registration fee. Then we are having this SBI specific batches. You'll get only SBI mock. The fees is about 3,900 rupees. 3-month validity. Videos are valid only for 3 months. Regular here, what happens is if you join for SBI specific, you'll get 30 mock tests only on SBI pattern. But if you join for other batches like 3 months, 6 months, 1 month, validity of the videos will be there for 3 months, 6 months videos 6 months, and 1 year videos will be valid for 1 year. That means in 1 year you can watch any number of times, multiple times in your mobile app. 3 months variant can watch up to 3 months. There's videos are active. 6 month variant, 6 months videos are active. Right? So depending on the variant, you have 3 different variants: 3 month variant, 6 month, and 9 month. Here, when you're looking about regular 3 month, 6 month, and 9 month, all mock tests. When I'm giving mock tests, it's a combination of all exams together. But if you're joining SBA specific batch, which will complete portion by this SBA prelim exam, we will have 3,900 rupee course, 3 month course. Videos are not valid after that, and mock test also will get completely SBA PO pattern mock test. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask students. Otherwise, uh, you can. I think we can see if you have any questions. We'll take up. Otherwise, we will. Okay, make the sessions on weekends so that professionals can attend. Okay, 1 second. Let me make a note. We are doing generally these sessions on Monday. You want us to do on weekend. So is Sunday fine with everyone? Saturday, Sunday? Okay, let's do that. I have made a note. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Any questions from your side, students? Any sessions? Otherwise, we'll wind up. Okay. Thank you so much of having so much of patience. Take it. Cutoff last year was Suraj 72. Last year was 72 because paper was very easy. But in general, the cutoff is somewhere between 55 to 60 for HPPO. Last time, it was 72. It's because paper was very easy. Raghavendra is asking wait. By wait, are you asking or are you asking me to wait? I'll wait. Okay. Thank you, Apurva ja. बहुत दिनों के बाद मिले अपन भी. Right. Thank you so much. Dasri Harika, no queries. Thank you. Thank you. And all of you have a nice weekend. Thank you for taking out time and attending these sessions. As we try to see that sessions will be on weekend, and we'll try to give you more on these sessions. But try to register for this free mock test. Get register, subscribe for Time for YouTube channel, Time for Bank exams. Free mock test, daily GK sessions. You please register, and workshop classes also you please attend. Thank you, Prabhanjana. Thank you for a wonderful session, Apurva. Thank you, Apurva. Okay, Hardik is saying thank you, Hardik. Meghana, thank you. मैंने अभी क्लास राघवेंद्र ज्वाइन किया खत्म हो गया राघवेंद्र क्लास राघवेंद्र if you have anything you can send us a mail. I've given email address. Thank you, Kaveshri. Apurva is saying Apurva Bhatt saying thank you. Okay, Sri Lakshmi Raju, thank you. कवर हो जाएगा क्या? आपने प्लान बताया सर। राघवेंद्र, हो जाना चाहिए। You should not sleep, you should not eat, you should have the desire to complete. We are here to show you the direction, but you should have determination. Don't have that element of doubt. See, see, the point is like, मैं कर पाऊंगा. You should have that confidence. हो जाएगा. Don't worry. We'll be meeting regularly. Let if you have anything, you can ask me. Don't worry. I've attended offline classes, sir. Supriya is asking only 1 month due to lockdown. So now can I attend online class? You can attend online class. You just share your ID card and other things. We'll discuss, Supriya. Audio is clear, Shruti is saying. Yes, thank you. Minal saying thank you. Informative session, Meghna is saying thank you. Thank you. Helpful, Devika, helpful. Thank you. All main exam questions are objective type. Are we have to write the answer to? No, no. All are objective type, Ambika. It is not like your gate or cat where you have to write your objective. No, no, nothing to write, Ambika. Objective type only. Descriptive paper is there where you have to type your letter writing and descriptive writing. Otherwise, objective. Harika saying nice session. Thank you. I hope everybody got some learning from this session. We'll be doing these kind of sessions, subject sessions mostly in the next month, starting from next week. We'll try to see it will be on Saturday. Let's see, students. So we'll be doing these workshops also. Attend those workshops. And if you have any queries, you can send those emails. We can answer your queries. After watching this webinar, my confidence is boosted up. Hardik, thank you so much, Hardik. Supriya saying thank you for the timetable, Jaya. Okay, all anytime, always for you, students. Thank you for the information, Ambika. Thank you. How many marks for each question? Prelim exam, each question carries 1 mark, Devika. Main exam, variable marking scheme is there. 1 mark, 1.5 marks, one. Apurva Prasad saying thank you. Okay, thank you so much. And happy weekend. Take care of yourselves. Don't go out. Stay home. Stay safe. Prepare with time classes. Thank you, students. Good night. Good night. Good night.